What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Aquarius message. For those of you all that are new here, Aquarius messages are dropped on Thursdays. Elements are done on Fridays. So if those are things that you're wanting to keep up with, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, okay? Do keep in mind that these messages are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. However, I do offer private readings, so if you may be interested in that, then make sure you check out the link in the description area, okay? Now, with that being said, we are about to get into the energy of what Spirit wants you to know, what you need to be made aware of at this time, things that need to be brought like to the forefront, right? All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart? I ask that you give me the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. All right, Aquarius. Listen, that, I don't know if y'all know this song, but it's like, she's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. You so Aquarius. You so Aquarius. You so Aquarius. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Hee hee ha ha. All right, so underneath it all, there is the Queen of Swords that pops up when she just like, and this is not female or male, right? It's just the feminine aspect of the energy when it shows up in the Queen form. But she's like just tired, you know, kind of like over it, right? You know how like, I'm just over this shit. Like, it starts in your mind before you can, like when it starts in your mind first, right? For you to be like, you know what, I'm just over it. Like, this is too much on my mind. This is too much for me to deal with. I'm just over it, right? That's what that is. That is the energy that pops up for underneath it all. Excuse me. And then behind that, you have the Lust card, okay? So the Lust card is like, you know, let me tell you, if you're tired, if you're exhausted, you're worn out, now you have opportunity. The opportunity is presenting you, like, create what you want to create. Like, make this shit what you want to make this, make it what you want to make it to be, okay? In the best way possible. You got to show up for yourself. For real and not for play. But that's just the underneath it all energy. Let's get into the cards that we actually have on the table real quick. First up, you have the Princess of Swords. You still trying to defend. It's like you're wanting to, right? Right now you're in a position to constantly keep on defending a certain way of thinking. Even though you can tell like it's gonna fall apart anyway. Okay, it's going to fall apart. And I don't know what type of thought process, you know, who has given you some type of information that you're holding on to so very tight, but it's like it's crumbling, right? And it's damn near nothing that you're gonna really be able to do about it, because when it crumbles, it's gonna crumble. When it crumbles, it's gonna be like, I mean, I guess it's necessary, right? Because it's given like, obviously it needs to happen. Because these thought processes are also keeping you emotionally attached to something or someone. Okay? It's putting you in a position to, I guess you're kind of operating out of like obligation, or again, what you've been taught. So this comes off, Aquarius, and it don't have to be the exact situation, but just pull the energy from it, what I'm about to say next, right? You know how people are taught to stay in toxic relationships because the kids are involved, right? Like, I don't want to separate my kids, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want my kids to have to experience that. You know, and I'm not saying that that's the particular situation, but that's the energy, that's the visual that they give me when it comes to like what type of thoughts a person are holding on to. So it's some shit that it really, you know, like, it's not working for you. Right? Somebody you have seen other people are like, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, this is this is common, right? Like this is common within my family. It's common within my environment or within the neighborhood or whatever, my culture, right? It's common. So this is what I'm just gonna do because it's like it's what's always been done. No. 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 I mean, I can't say it enough because, like I said, this Eight of Cups is there, and it's like it's not you. Not even it's taken away from. It has taken away from you emotionally, and you still want to hold on to it. It's taking away from you emotionally, and you still want to hold on to it. Things like that happen for you to be able to really get clear, right? For you to be able to realize whatever you need to realize, like what is it that you want to do with yourself, for yourself? How do you want your story to go? Right? How do, like for real, how do you want your story to go? All of these different things are happening, right? That's why all of these swords are coming to this common place. It's like a point of realization. I need you to realize, right? Why is it happening? Why do you feel like you're just supposed to feel some type of way? You supposed to feel or be emotionally unavailable, right? No. And you even, all right. Aquarius, you're kind of holding yourself up, right? With this Knight of Discs showing up. So the Knight of Discs shows up, but in the Knight of Discs is looking out into like the playing field, right? This is why I be ready to trip sometimes. And I'm gonna pick these two cards up together. Let me do this one first. This is the Four of Wands, okay? This is the Four of Wands in reverse. But again, when you put these back together, okay, this is you holding yourself up and you're looking towards the end of the situation. Like you ready to stop all this. But there is still the resistance to allowing this cycle to end. There is, because listen, you got to pay attention to the emotional connections that you have with people or things, you know? What's keeping you from allowing that cycle to end? What part, like you can see it. You can see that, like it's like, I don't know if it's that energy of confusion, but you're tired, right? Like you tired of it. You're tired of it. What makes you feel like this cannot be done with? What makes you feel like it cannot be done with? You have to allow things to come to an end. Everything comes to an end. Like it comes to an end at one point in time or another. You just have to be willing to accept it, right? And it's not saying that it's a bad thing because the situation is ending. It does not necessarily mean, oh, it's the end, it's the bad part. Like no. Even if it comes to a, say for instance, let's go back to a co-parenting situation. Even if y'all have to separate, what if y'all separation would bring forth like the best friendship or the best relationship y'all have ever had? You get what I'm saying? But because like you're paying attention to how things have happened for other people, now you have this I guess like this imprint on your brain, and you're constantly showing up operating in a way that other people are truly expecting you to operate, instead of you creating what you actually want your life to be like, based on your terms, and that's not unrealistic. When it comes to, because listen, what it is, you cannot control other people. You can't control even your kids. Like if you have kids, no, you might think you can, but at the beginning or the end of the day, they're still going to do what they want to do, right? You cannot control other people. So therefore you have to adjust like how you're going to react and or respond. Like what are you going to do or not do, right? You ain't got to put boundaries in place for other people. You want to set boundaries in place for yourself, because you cannot make them hold to your boundaries, but you can discipline yourself to do so. You get what I'm saying? So listen, I do not, and I cannot wait till we start like clarifying more in depth. But there is a point of realization here. Like you need to realize that the shit don't work. Like whatever they've been told you or taught you that you've been holding on to, if it's not working, or if it feels like it's a struggle or stressful, or like it's being forced, find a different way. Because what worked for somebody else may not work for you. I say that to y'all all the time. What worked for somebody else may not work for you. Their journey and their path is not your journey and your path. And even if something did work for them, right? Like whether it did or it didn't work for them at the beginning or the end of the day, it's not a guarantee that it's going to happen in the same way for you, right? You're not them. They're not you. The people y'all deal with, the places, like the experiences and all of that, like it's still different strokes for different folks. So, the end is here. Like, for whatever this situation is, you're just being resistant to actually walking into it. Like, you're holding yourself up. Obviously that may be necessary too, right? Because when it like whatever is destined to happen is gonna happen. Like, it's going to happen, no matter how long you attempt or try to prolong it, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, like, I hope you realize, like, get to that point where it's like, I gotta do what's best for me. Like, I could feel it. I can't do this shit no more. I could literally feel that I cannot do this no more. I can't. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I get it. I get it. So if you're truly tired, stop prolonging, right, the outcome. Like, just let it be what it is at this point. Of course, somebody's going to feel some kind of way, and it's okay. Trust me when I tell, like, what if you're holding yourself up? What if, because you're not choosing to realize, like, or even step into, right, the cycle about to end? What if you're not only holding yourself up, but also holding up the other person involved from actually getting the growth or the healing that they actually need? So, with that being said, we are going to close this out. I definitely hope that it gave you some type of clarification, confirmation, helped you with your transformation in some type of way, shape, or form. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, Aquarius, make sure that you subscribe. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace.